I'm Nathan, and welcome to another tech shop walkthrough at New Life Scientific, where you get to see what we do behind the scenes in the tech shop and see what's shaking with all of our 4 techs that we have here. Just like last time, we started on the listing floor where Steve, who was really desirous to get inside the film as soon as possible and was antsy to show off his new toys, was waiting for us. He knew this video was happening and he was here, so that means that he was volunteering to be the first one. So Steve, I have a feeling you're proud of what you have to show everybody today. Because, well, actually he told me it was to help the listers move stuff. But what do you got for us? What cool toys are we looking at today?
Oh, things I just finished up was the CTC Analytics HTS Autosampler. Great configuration.
What do you mean by great configuration? Because let's face it, we have 12 storage drawers. 12 storage drawers
and a different syringe assembly than we've seen before.
Yeah, this is not, I don't know what's happening here, but we've got like, I don't know, we've got an inverted syringe.
Yeah, well the syringe tip feeds to the cap, the needle here, which is broken by the way.
Yeah.
But they're consumable, comes in 5 packs for whatever. Anyway. Yeah. And then the other line goes to the, for some reason, and this will be configured to how you want it when you get it in your shop by you.
You can see this stack of drawers here is yellowed, but you've got a lot that are younger and have fared much better than many of these era CTC Analytics samplers come in yellowed.
Yeah, I have a feeling this one was grown. The system was grown, not purchased.
They just kept slapping on more stacks.
They added another drawer unit and here and there and had this lane and brought it in. And
it was kind of like, you know what, it was great having 1, let's get 2. And then a couple months later, like, you know what's better than 2?
Yeah, 24 well plates.
Yeah.
Is a phenomenal number to be able to have online at any one time.
Must not have been a perishable sample.
No, because they are not refrigerated, but they still set them up at night.
So maybe you need samples. Maybe our customers have, you know, a non-perishable sample that they have 24 microplates full of. So this is a Corbett instrument, but because it looks so sleek and curved and red, Corvette was a really nice nickname for it.
Yeah, the little red Corvette. Great little system. We've got it bundled with laptop and software. This is a 5-plex system, so it's got 5 different color sensors onto it. Nice little unit, easy, portable.
Now this is a thermocycler that doesn't use a Peltier. Yeah, it actually uses bursts of hot and cold air.
Yes.
Yeah. So not a microplate.
As when I've only read over the literature, because I was more focused on the software and the hardware and communications.
That's me showing off because I just watched a video on one of these the other day.
Yeah, eliminate steps in the process of getting your sample read.
And looks great.
And you'll be able to call it the little red Corvette.
Yeah, and this one's running good, right?
That runs great. Little quiet, you know, it's got a hum of a centrifuge, which it is.
It even purrs like a Corvette.
Well played.
So, Steve likes to name his instruments, which I haven't heard you naming them recently. You still name them?
You guys, your office has moved.
Yeah, we're over there. Steve they get names like Helena, Oprah, all sorts of great names. So, Little Red Corvette is just one of many names that he gave the instruments. This week, Rob has his lab coat. So, he's now officially a tech. He's still an assistant tech. Don't let it get to his head. Rob, what a nice looking coat you have.
Well, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you really look like you belong here now.
Well, thanks.
Well done.
Yeah, we got this Tissue-Tek VIP. Just finished it up. Ran through it. Put a couple cycles of water through it. Dried it all with alcohol. Made sure she runs good.
So water, alcohol, and then we're good.
Yeah.
Why do you do the alcohol? Tell everybody.
It dries out the lines and makes sure there's no moisture when it sits in the warehouse or anything like that to cause bacteria growth, anything like that. So we want to make sure we get all that out of there before it goes in the warehouse and it goes out to our customers.
This puppy's old. Like, this is a really old instrument, but these are like hardy. We've sold many of this generation of, this might be a Miles or a Sakura, this is Miles, over the years. Is this the one we talked about earlier today?
Yeah.
Is it 88?
Yep, the original installation date was 88 on this.
1988, this is a 30-year-old instrument and it's still running. So props to Miles Scientific.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna get to see a little bit more of our tech shop and cleaning area, which is where we're heading. This room here is the limbo room, where instruments haven't quite made it to the tech shop, and they're not necessarily going to the boneyard. Nobody has time for them right now. So, and then we're actually in the cleaning area, where there's Darlene. She probably had no idea she was ever going to be on film when she started cleaning instruments here. And based on the face she's giving me, that's true. So she's the one that cleans our instruments and gets them ready for the technicians to work on. And looks like she's got a lot of cream-colored, neutral instruments here. So nice coordination, Darlene.
Fun part about this one is it's touchscreen.
Touchscreen.
Right, and it makes fun colors. So as you go, fill retort. I do want to do it. You got that fun little diagram it shows you. And it's a good time,
Did you get this? The colors, the movement? I mean, there's this trend now where you just slap a touchscreen on something and you make it better. And that didn't escape the life sciences world either.
This machine does exactly what that other machine does from 88, but this one has fun colors.
Yeah, that's really, and it says Leica instead,
Yeah,
right? So that shows us the liquid level of the...
Right, so this is showing us as the bottle from down below is emptying, it's filling up the retort in here.
Is it that bottle there?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so...
11, yep. Yeah, so as it's draining out of that bottle down here, it drains into the sink up here.
Yeah.
And they are a little more advanced than your Miles or your Sakuras. These have a stir function, so whereas the Sakuras, they'll use air pressure to agitate the sample, these actually have a nice stir bar in the bottom.
Okay, so they take the actual,
right,
direct contact approach with mixing.
Right.
Okay. So there you go, tissue processors.
Yeah.
You can see there's a little bit of a collection here of processors in various stages.
Yeah.
And this is the redhead stepchild of tissue processors here.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, the TVS. Nobody uses those.
Yeah.
See, we've got our Miles. It's done. It's loaded.
Yeah. There you go.
We've got our Miles systems, our Leica systems. There's some Thermo Shandons over here, path centers, and there's a Triangle Biosciences hidden here. Nobody uses Triangle Biosciences, but hey, they're a cheaper option if you want to go truly budget. The Triangle Biosciences will be less than $2,000 for you. So that's one reason.
All right.
Robert, thanks.
No problem.
Appreciate it. We got to go on a little adventure today. Bart has something special arranged for us. He got a collection of centrifuges together. And these are classic Beckman centrifuges of varying age and speeds, and he's got one to show us. So, these are the spindles, huh?
Yeah.
So this is some of the guts of the Beckman centrifuge right here. This is where the rotor attaches, yeah? I'm not making stuff up.
Nope.
And this runs to the actual drive motor here.
Well, everything down here all sits inside the motor.
Okay, so this actually goes into the motor here.
Yep.
So, you told me earlier you were going to show us something spin today.
But before we do that, we're already on this side, so I might as well. Last week I promised you I'd bring all the Beckman centrifuges over, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 running over there, 8 in the back. So a total of 8 right now is what I'm working on.
And how many are you going to get working, Bart? We'll hold you to it next video.
Well, right now one's running. That one over there I have to clean inside, which we've talked about having Steven do that. This, as soon as I get the new spindle in, should be fine. Everything else is working in it. So right now, 3.
3 out of 7.
This is the only one that's not doable.
So we know we're only gonna have 7 max, but the game is on. Like, how many can you get working? So we got a J6MI, loads of the L8 series, L8, what? The L8 60, 70, and 80? Is that what we got? Yeah, so quite a few.
And 2 60s, I think.
So you've already got it running. It's spinning.
Yep.
Well, this isn't exactly the most exciting part of the video. For Bart's little technician heart, it's very exciting.
It's 50,000 RPMs.
Yeah, it's running 50,000 RPM, and let's face it, based off the serial number, we can check the serial number. And sometimes you can see the date of these. Nope, I can't tell what it is. This is probably a late 90s model, so still kicking, you know? All right, Rich, what cool things do you have today for our viewers?
Well, it looks like it's the week for freeze dryers there, Nathan. I've got 2 VirTises in here. Also got a GeneVac here that I'm waiting on a part. But
I'm no technician, but that's not a freeze dryer.
no, not technically no, but it does basically the same thing. It evaporates and has a chiller built into it, so.
But that evaporates, that freeze dries. Yeah? Evaporate,
Yeah,
freeze
yeah,
dry.
yeah.
But they both pull a vacuum.
Full vacuum, both have refrigeration, yeah.
What is this doing right here?
This is where it's pulling your vacuum through the chambers to collect all your moisture, and then has a chiller option that hooks up here. The vacuum hooks up here.
So this is a moisture, like a moisture condenser. Okay.
Yep, that's your collection area.
So what's the coolest thing you're going to show us today?
You know, I don't really have anything that cool. Nothing's running.
Well, actually, the Siemens we looked at last week,
It's already
it
gone.
never ran because it was actually de-installed professionally. So everything was secure. So we're like, we're not going to touch that. I mean,
Yeah, there was a lot of work done by Siemens to get that prepped for the next setup, so we didn't want to deinstall it.
and Kevin stole it away literally like 15 minutes before this video. So you didn't even get to say goodbye. So a couple VirTises.
Yep, really nice machines. This one here actually has a leak in the refrigeration, so next week I'll be finding the leak and fixing that, recharging it. Probably going through, replacing some of the vacuum lines.
I like the positive, you know, I am going to find the vacuum
We
leak.
will find it.
Because sometimes finding a vacuum leak is painful.
We have nice instruments that will do it. Over here I've got a vacuum leak detector.
He's got toys.
They're not necessarily a vacuum leak detector. This is just a refrigeration leak detector.
Okay.
So once I've ordered the refrigeration, it'll be coming in next week. I'll go ahead and give it a small charge just to find the leak, and then evacuate it again, and then go ahead and fix it. And then we're also going to come in here and replace the vacuum hoses. They tend to crack and get old, and then also the insulation for the refrigeration lines get worn out, and I like to replace all that. So this is going to make a nice unit. The other one works great, but I'm going to still go through, replace the insulation again on that one.
That's a relief because I've bought other VirTis freeze dryers, older generation, and man, they can just, if you got 2 things, 2 horrible things. 1, refrigeration. Refrigeration can be tough.
Yeah.
2, vacuums.
Vacuum leaks, yeah.
2 things that can leak.
Yeah.
And
So we've learned real quick that it's just, you might as well replace the vacuum hoses.
that's just step 1, huh?
Yep.
Well, it's
Replace
good to
those
hear.
and,
One's living.
one's living, just going through it, getting it ready for the next home, and making sure they don't have any issues with it. Yep.
You could be that next home, faithful
Be
viewer.
the next owner. That's right.
This could be your freeze dryer. So either one of these will be good ones then.
Yeah, really nice units. So hopefully they'll be passing through by next week. Maybe I'll have one running next week. How's that?
Sounds like a promise that we're gonna hold you to.
Yep. All right, we'll do that.
Perfect. All right, thanks, Rich. And that is it for this week's Tech Shop review. I think we've visited every tech, had some good, interesting stuff today. So until next time, thanks for watching, and be sure to inquire if any of these instruments is something that you're interested in. We'd love to talk.